So, I want to talk about an issue that I don't think any transgender people are talking about. Um, I think in life, through the circumstances and the media, Hollywood, and just society, I think it's taught a lot of um, gay people, especially gay people of color, to act like the worst, especially gay or trans people of color, to act like the worst versions of themselves. Um, I think if, sometimes for me, I like to tell myself as well, if you want to be, present yourself as a woman, if you want to be a woman, present yourself as the best woman you can. Be the best woman you can. Period. Um, I just like to say my gender is professional. Like, you can be androgynous and you can be, gender is not, you know, gender is who somebody is. And at the end of the day, gender dysphoria is gender dysphoria. You can't get rid of it, and that's not the main focus of who someone is. There's professional dressing women, there's feminine clothing for professional settings. So, why is it that, especially trans women, why is there a problem with them dressing the way they are in the workforce, like in especially white collar work? Um, they yeah, it's it's sad and it's misogynist because it's basically giving out the idea that the more feminine someone presents themselves, the more unprofessional they are, the weaker they are, and that's not true. So, you know, there's there's so many different expressions of femininity, and it's like, so, um, see, the way I express myself and who I am, how I show it to the world is no one's business. Like, that's not your business. You can look at it however you want. You can see it however you want. You can talk about it with whoever you want, I guess. But at the end of the day, it's none of your business. What, who I'm with, what, why I dress the way I do. Because at the end of the day, people are just people at the end of the day. And they're a lot more sophisticated than their mannerisms and how they speak and what they dress, because there's a lot more to people than just those superficial things. And I'm sorry that a lot of people believe, see superficial, uh, only see the superficial qualities of someone because they are flamboyant gay men, feminine men, all types of femininity in a man or someone who is gay or trans. Both, yeah, trans as well, definitely trans. Um, And it's like with transgender, is like when someone is like, sometimes it's like all liberation for women, and then when someone transitions to be a woman, someone is born a man, transitions to a woman, it's like the women's movement for them is like put back, like it's like put back like a few decades for them. It's like they're not given the same respect as a woman. Like they're not treated well as other women. Like they get treated like they're nothing but a bunch of housewives, or like, but there's nothing wrong with that. I don't know how to explain. They get treated like, I don't know how to explain it. Like how someone, like, say for instance, someone is like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, say someone was raped, or a trans woman was raped, or whatever, and like and like a lot of this movement is like freedom of expression, but when a trans woman does it, it's like she's she's a hoe. Like, people are like, no, there's more to it, and then it's like, trans woman, she's a hoe. It's like sometimes, um, people want to dress up a little bit, but that isn't. I'm just feeling like, I feel like you can show a little bit of skin, and then people be like, damn, like. But it's like, and then it's also things like at work, a trans woman can be like sexually harassed and have like there would be like no justice towards how women are, like biological women, like they're ahead of the game when it comes to feminism. And when they're at work, they actually get what do you call it, more empathy and help. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing for like women to have that. And I'm super glad that a lot of women have that. A lot of biological women have that. I just wish, it wasn't a double standard. Um, I feel like pretty much everyone who gets sexually assaulted should get the same amount, whether they're a woman or not. I just feel like it's almost like misogyny, but then it's like it's like almost like misogyny is okay because they're trans. It's like a whole different, like, it's like a weird kind of misogyny that goes on in the transgender community. It's like they have a unique relationship with misogyny. But then it's almost like they get what do you call it, misandrism from women, because some women are like, they're scared because they don't understand it. They're a little creeped out, they don't understand why a guy is dressing like a woman. They might see that as you know, a guy who is trying to victimize women. That's their, and I don't really completely blame them, because see I kind of see that, because it's like, that they, as a woman, you have to be fearful of a lot of things. And, they're men and they're stronger, so it's like, I kind of understand. But, a lot of them, especially with the bathroom thing, like, a lot of women are creeped out about that because they don't want a man with extra muscles. Not even I can't say a man, but transgender, who was has who has the body of a man, who was born with the body of a man. Extra, you still have extra bone mass. You're still gonna be have more strength than a biological female, regardless of how much estrogen you get taken off. So this scares women. It scares them. And I think it takes place in the workplace. I think it does. I think it's like it scares them. They're afraid that the trans woman is gonna be like misogynist man, just manipulative and like and act as a manipulative woman as well. So it's like many things that, misconceptions. I'm pretty sure there might be some trans women that are like that.